Okay, it's time for another video. Yesterday I finished the second letter. What we learn in the second letter is things didn't go exactly how Jesus expected when he returned home from the desert. The first place Jesus went to when he left the desert was his home to talk to his mother, Mary. He wasn't sure how people were going to take things. And one of the things that I have to mention to emphasize the common theme of the second letter is that it is the imperfect humans that keep messing things up. That's what our basic problem is we are individuals, which is a problem within us human beings. We are, I want to say, self-centered. We think more about ourselves than we do others, which is exactly opposite of how our Lord or God or universal thought, universal consciousness, all these are the same thing. It's opposite of what goes on within itself, which is our biggest problem. We have a problem getting to the point of where our consciousness is to the level that it understands universal consciousness. But one thing the second letter brings out is that what we know as the original or the first miracle that Jesus performed is the turning water to wine miracle at the wedding. That's not true. The first miracle that he did, according to this letter, is done at his home before he left the house. I believe he had two brothers that were ill, were sick, and he healed them both. That was his first miracles. Also, when Jesus first left the house, he went to, I believe it was the wharf, where he went to a place where he started putting together his disciples. He got 4 young men together to prepare a crowd for them to meet the next day, so he might perform these healings, so they would understand what's going on. He did a miracle at that point that proved to everyone that was present that Jesus had these powers. He hadn't begun to tell them what was actually going on yet. I think that's an issue with why the Bible left out all this. When Jesus went home, the person that answered the door when he knocked on it was his sister. Now, when I say his sister, I meant his biological sister. It was the daughter that Mary had after she had Jesus. Well, there's also 3 brothers that he had that were living in his home. The second letter is written more like a story, as opposed to the first letter, which is written more like the Bible is written. But it confirms more of what I had put together since I had left Commerce, East Texas, where I had grown up in church. When I grew up in church, I realized that there was something not quite right with the teachings that we were given. And it's not that the teachings were different from any other church. It was that there's something that's left out that we're not being taught. And the fact that I'm getting tongue-tied here. The fact that the church teaches that if you're not saved, you go to hell. In the second letter, that's brought up to be not true at all, because that's actually contrary to the fact that we have a loving God. God is all about love. Punishment is not his business. God does not deal in punishment. That's one big point that is brought out in the second letter. Everything that happens to us, all the problems, all the illness, the war, the discord, all the arguments, all the problems we have on earth is brought up by us. The way we think, our thoughts, what we say, which come from our thoughts, all that is the reason that we have problems. We have to get through this problem portion of our consciousness, our existence, in order to raise our consciousness to a level that's closer to God's. That's the whole point in this Christ bringing this story to someone who he calls the recorder, because that person is recording what he's telling her. I'd say I'm not a good communicator. That's why I keep stuttering, and Moses had the same problem until he started getting his people free. Another reason is I'm excited about all this. It's verifying things that I was concerned with when I was growing up, and now it's I can't even put it in words. this is just something very exciting for me. And I can't wait till more and more people start reading these letters, which to me is actually more important than the Bible because of the stuff that the authorities left out when they put the Bible together. They left out complete scriptures. They left out parts of the scriptures that they included in the Bible so that we don't know the whole story, which is why I consider the Christ letters as the Paul Harvey of the gospel. Because Paul Harvey always says, this is the rest of the story. That's Paul Harvey. There, that was Paul Harvey. Bless his soul. But anyway, that's basically all I have for today. I'm going to try to calm down. It's my anxiety blown up to maximum right now. But hope y'all have a wonderful day. Let me know what you think in the comments. To me, it doesn't matter whether you subscribe or not. That's all up to you. Just have a great day. Love one another. And God bless you all. We'll see you next time.